Guys, it is senior night, the last week of the regular season. We're wearing our all yellow or all gold outfit, and it is gonna be a good one. We're playing against Pitt at home. Last day for these seniors to play at home in front of their regular fans before the postseason and conference championship, as we are ranked third in the nation, still 11-0, seeing if we can go undefeated if we beat Pitt. So Pitt doesn't have a fantastic team, but their running back has 1,500 yards on the season, so he has been an animal this year, and it's going to be our job to shut him down. This game kind of gives us a chance to reflect on some of the stars we've had so far this season. I feel like we've had a lot of complete show out freshmen this season on offense and on defense. On defense, I mean, Shelton Dennis comes to mind first off very easily, as he has really solidified himself as a premier piece on our defense. But Jesse Billings has also been a fantastic piece as well, being added onto this team as a lockdown corner. And after the punt, we come out on offense. We get to see some of these offensive pieces. First off, Matt Smith. He's a Heisman candidate as a true freshman. He has been absolutely balling this year, and he has a chance to break the passing touchdown record. That record, again, is for our school record of 31. He's at currently 27 on the season, so there is a chance that he can have a chance to get that record if he would ball out today and score a couple touchdowns. But after some nice running, I mean, we're in a decent position here to just have to run with it, and unfortunately it's a loss on the play. Thought we were a little closer to the line of scrimmage there, but we definitely should have just thrown that away instead of taking that hit. Second down and 13. We'll see what's available. Gonna throw short of the first. Caden will get a huge catch for 12. I've been really pleased by pretty much our entire receiving core this year. We haven't really had a breakout star, so to speak, but we've had so many guys that have had a ton of space. And Matt Smith is gonna take it all the way to the end zone for a 29-yard touchdown run, and we're up 7-0. Matt Smith just saw some space on the edge. They sent everybody after Nate Noel on that fake handoff, and we were able to take that all the way to the end zone. But again, as it is senior night, we're going to be looking at mainly the seniors of this team. Brendan Harrington, one of those seniors who really has come on strong this season, especially as one of our fantastic linebackers, getting that tackle as we speak about him. But he's been really, really consistent for us. Another one of the seniors this year is Ronald Clark. He has been one of the fan favorites for a while. Even since year one, he's been a starter. And it's been really nice to see how he has progressed so far in his career as one of our best safeties. And when we're talking about senior leaders, one of the ones we can't forget is Milan Tucker. He's the one who kind of sealed the deal on the national championship last year for us to get our first national championship in program history against Kansas. So we can't really forget that. What a hit, though, from Shelton Dennis. Milan's kind of been more of a role player most of his career for us. He's been kind of that 2 to 3 corner spot, never really having a super big role, but he's been decently consistent for us. He just doesn't have great hands, so he has a lot of pass deflections. But you guys are gonna have to let me know on defense, who's been your favorite senior so far that we've been able to roll with for the last couple seasons. And that is a great pass to Copeland over the middle. 23 yards for Pitt. I'm debating on whether we can just press these guys. And they're just going to throw that one immediately out of bounds. But it'll be interesting to see what our defense is like the year after, whenever we don't have half these stars. But, I mean, the two guys we can't go without is Mike Mayhew and Ryan Simmons. They have just been a fantastic DN combo coming in together, and they have just been so consistent. I feel like those two guys, I mean, they're the ones who really just changed the program. Ever since we got them on the team. That is a great throw. What a diving catch. I knew he was going to try to go back across the field, but there wasn't really much I could do about that to cover both people. We're going to try to press coverage a little bit here just because we're so close to the end zone. We'll see what we can get, and they're just going to throw that one away. I feel like our press coverage can pretty much lock up down this close. And we're going to take another big hit on Rodney Hammond. We've been trying to shut this man down as he's been their premier player on offense. So we'll see what they have on this next possession. They're going to throw it. Oh, and Shelton's so close to being there, but just too slow to get the pick. Oh, we were so close. Look at this. Oh, we were so close to being there. Then on offense, some of the seniors, I mean, we really can't forget the offensive weapons we have in Caden Robinson, and also, oh my goodness, what a spin from Matt Smith. Yeah, Caden Robinson's been one of the seniors. I feel like this year has been his breakout year. This is the best year he's had so far since we started this franchise. And then Deshaun Davis is the other one who's just the best returner of our program history. But what you probably wouldn't realize is, did you know that Deshaun Davis is actually our school leader in receiving yards to date since starting this dynasty? Yep, that's right. Deshaun Davis has more yards than Caden Robinson. He has more than Christian Horn. He has more than Deshaun Davis. He has more than Dalton Stroman. He has more than everybody on this team. And that's kind of crazy. I really did not think he was going to be first as far as passing receiving yards. The gap is getting closer and closer. He doesn't have it by a lot anymore, but that is going to be a good find, and that is the man right there, getting a 30-yard gain. 1st and 10 then. Going to, oh, he had Christian Horn for a touchdown. He just couldn't get it off. 2nd down and 10. Oh, doesn't really have a lot to do there. Just going to have to throw that one away. Not sure how I quite feel about this 4 verts call. But Matt Smith has a ton of running space. And he will get a good spin move and fight his way down to the 5. Great running from Matt Smith. And with that run, I believe Matt Smith hit the 1,000-yard rushing mark on the season. Our goal is to see if we can get Nate Noel and Matt Smith to 1,000 yards this season. It is definitely doable to do that. I don't know if I like this play call, so to speak, but oh, that is not the move, and Nate Noel is injured. So 3rd and goal. Gonna just drop back. And gonna basically just, oh no, he got tripped up and forced him out of bounds. That was a free touchdown. Elbow bursitis for Nate Noel, so he's just a will return soon, but we're gonna have to take a field goal, and that stinks. All right, well, Pitt is back in a chance to put up some points, and that is a horrible pass, an 8-yard loss. Karen White. That's probably one of the biggest TFLs in our entire dynasty. So it's a little closer than we like at the end of 1, but it is 10-7 us. Starting at the 2nd quarter now for Pitt. They're going to go with a little play action fake, and it is going to be a perfect dot over Jesse Billings' head. I don't know if I would have just embraced the press, because I feel like we're half pressing anyway, so I might as well just full on let him press and see what happens. And that is going to be a good broken tackle, and he gets 9. I mean, Rodney's getting so slow. One of these times he's going to stay down. I feel like ever since changing the sliders, at least our pass rush has been more realistic. Huge hit on Rodney Hammond, going to keep him out of the 1st down. I mean, a 239-pound or 237 or whatever he is. Oh, no. Don't do it to me. Oh, my goodness. 19 yards. Just open field tackling in this game is horrifying. You got to be so precise, like on the dot precise, or else you're just going to get embarrassed. And that is just a little dump off for nothing there, as Paul Pittman's going to get him. But definitely this App State team is one of the best teams that I've really ever played with in a dynasty, for sure. Wide open. Wide open. Absolutely toasted. Oh, our outside corners are just getting shredded. Man. That's like 5 yards of separation. It really is every single time I say any sort of compliment towards somebody, they immediately let me down. 1st down and 10 then. Going to just dump that one off to Caden Robinson. He's going to pick up a nice 12-yard gain in a 1st. We definitely don't want to be at a loss in this one, and I don't really know why it's been so challenging for us on this, but gonna be a, ooh, that was kind of a risky toss though, honestly, but he still gets 11. I'm kind of interested to see this one. It looks like he's going out even further on the screen, and get about 3 yards and get kind of level. Do they see this coming? Do they see 2 screens in a row coming on this? And that is just a nice little dump off to Christian Horn, and he's going to get 13 yards. They did not see it coming. See if we can hit Dalton Stroman over the top here. Looks like we, oh no! And he just floated that a little too much. He had him open. Bringing the safeties in. Can just dump that off to Noel, and he's going to lose 4 yards because he steps out of bounds. Man, why does Nate Noel have to let us down on that one? That's just unfortunate. Going to be a quick throw to Caden Robinson. We caught him in a shift, and we're able to just hit him quickly with a Fast bullet pass to the outside. That was great awareness from Matt Smith. Definitely got to take advantage of any time you catch him in the shift. Matt Smith gets a nice spin move, but good job getting the tackle, though. Gonna see what we can do with a little crosser one-on-one action. Gonna just have to run with it with Matt Smith. Just try to go out of bounds to avoid the hit. Somehow still gets tripped up, but okay. Don't know if I like this 3-3-5 look against us. But Nate's going to try to push the pile, and he can't. I don't know if it's risky to try a pass here, but I do want to see if I can get him his touchdown. And Dalton's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. That was a little bit riskier, but we were hoping the corner was going to blitz us, and he did. So we'll get our first touchdown for him. All right, Milan Tucker, let's not get toasted again after that touchdown. It is senior night, and this is supposed to be your day. And Brendan Harrington almost takes that back. Oh, he was so close. All right, sorry, Brendan. I mean, it's also your day too as a senior. I don't want to get your hopes up here, thinking that we're only thinking about Milan this week, because it is not. And okay, but Milan's gonna get his tackle broken by the quarterback, and he gets 16. We're gonna do a little bit of press coverage just for the fun of it. We'll try to keep our over-the-top safety help. They are gonna really do that again with Brendan Harrington. This time he barely threw it in enough time. 2nd down and 7. They're going back to the pitch. And what is happening here? How is that not a fumble? How is that not a fumble? Okay. Well, his knee was definitely down. At first glance, it looked like that came out a little earlier. It did not. But still kind of surprising. I don't know what happened. I mean, he made me miss by going back the other direction. But that is a fumble that time. And Milan Tucker's going to pick it up. But there's a flag. There's clipping. But we're just going to decline that so we can take that ball. I mean, that was fantastic. I mean, that really just sums up senior day right there. Brendan Harrington forcing the fumble, Milan Tucker picking it up. That's just fantastic. That's getting everybody in on the action, all the seniors in. 2nd down and 6. Going to see what we have and just run out of bounds there again as they're playing pretty good coverage. Just trying to give Nate Noel a little bit of a breather since he has more of a high injury risk. I want to get him his yards this game, but I don't want to force it too much and get him hurt. He's up to 18. I believe he needs 99 yards to hit 1,000 yards this season. So that's going to be our soft goal for the year. And just not sure enough of any of those throws. We're going to have to take the rushing again. I'd love if the next NCAA I'm able to... It looks like I should be able to, but actually like stay in the pocket. And like that would be beneficial. Because in this one with these sliders, I can't stay in the pocket for more than half a second or I'm getting sacked. So it might look like I just immediately have to run out of the pocket. And it's pretty much because I have to. Or else I'm gonna not get anything or get sacked. Kind of intrigued by this play. Just gonna see what we can get. We're just gonna have to run with it, and it's not gonna be enough for the first, but we'll just have to kick a field goal again. Not worth turning the ball over or making any sort of mistakes. We're just gonna take the points when we can get them. So after the electrifying play from our seniors last time Pitt was on the field, we'll see what happens this time as they're going to let Hammond go wide open again. He takes a big shot from Ronald Clark. Don't really know where Brendan Harrington was on coverage on that play because he really was supposed to be somewhere in coverage, but another big hit on Rodney Hammond. How is he getting up? I feel like the poor wear and tear system on this guy would be just insane right now. That is going to be a good throw, but he drops it. You guys are going to have to let me know, what are the cleanest uniforms that we have? I mean, I really, really like these all golds. I feel like they look nice. That is going to be a good team play, and they're going to lose 4. The all whites are also kind of real nice, especially with like the whited out A on the helmet instead of the one with the black A. Well, it's time to see what happens in this one. Gonna have to just throw that one away. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me that was intentional grounding. They're going to call intentional grounding on that. We're going to be on like the 2. Definitely one of the worst things that absolutely could have happened here. And that is about a 4-yard gain. So 3rd and 19. Going to just throw it, and it's incomplete. We just tried to get rid of it quick so we didn't get sacked, and we'll have to punt that off. So we're expecting a long pass here. They're just going to run with it. Are they really going to... Oh, my goodness. Joe Dowdle mauled him. They somehow get back to the line in order to snap that? That's impressive, actually. But they are not going to get anything, and we'll go to the half up 20-14. in a kind of closer game than I was expecting for the 4-7 Pitt. It'd be nice to get Nate Noel to be hot again in this game. He's going to do a nice little spin and get 3, but he's just kind of dinking and dunking down the field. Going to see what happens on 2nd down and 7. And not really much there. Can only get 2 yards. 3rd down and 5 now. And what do we have here? Not much, but enough for the first. Try one of these jet inside zones. Gonna run the ball off with Noel and get 1. Apparently this is some sort of setup play, and it looks like we can just basically dump it off to Dalton Stroman, pick up a nice 14 yards. We're just kind of easing our way down the field, and that's so unfortunate. And Matt Smith is down again. He's being helped up. Man, Matt Smith's injury has gone down a lot towards the end. I mean, we've been using him a decent amount, but I don't feel like we've been using him that much. Ryan Berger is going to get a nice run with it, and he gets 12 yards. I don't know if Matt Smith's injury is going to hold out long enough to be able to make it through the end of this postseason. Been kind of a longer evaluation for him so far. Going to have a good throw and a great catch from Vince Daniel. How does he make that catch when he's dropped so many passes right that hit him in the hands? Still trying to see if there's any word back from Matt Smith, but nothing yet. So we're going to take a run up with Nate Noel, and he gets hit hard. See if we can fool him a little bit with one of these little jet plays. Caden's going to try to just go straight up the middle and really only gets a yard. So it's a bruised sternum for Matt Smith. He is out for the game. So it looks like we're not getting any records with him in this one. And Nate Noel is going to have a wide open play for a touchdown on that screen. I really like that screen pass. It's a little bit farther out east and west than the typical one, and it doesn't make him get stuck on any offensive lineman. So it's kind of perfect. Kind of wondering if the 3-3-5 is going to be better for something like this with more like the fullback type players back there. Gets only 1-yard gains. We'll take that. Then we can use more of our traditional nickel format whenever we're playing against the 3 wide receiver sets. And that is going to be, oh my goodness, I don't know what happened, but the offensive lineman just leveled Rodney Hammond. So 3rd down and 2, they're going to run it off. And oh my goodness, just missed tackle after missed tackle. The dive tackles are nowhere near him. It's unfortunate that we had pinched the line whenever they ran outside on that. Oh my goodness, another wide open play, as they're going to have a huge gain over Ethan Johnson. You know, for having like 90-something press, and 90-something man coverage, Ethan Johnson gets burnt a lot on plays like that. And he is going to get wrapped up for a short gain. I feel like Ethan's just kind of notorious for that. That is a perfect pass. Nothing I could do to get over there fast enough. I saw it, but I saw it too late. And that is a great throw. I mean, it's kind of nice that we have 2 quarterbacks that we can trust to, lead us to the promised land, But we're not always going to have that. But, I mean, hey, maybe Ryan Berger won't, threaten to leave since we've been using him a lot. Good throw to Christian Horn over the middle. 1st and 10 after the good pickup. Gonna throw a quick pass to Dalton Stroman. He can't get the broken tackle, but he gets 13 on the blitz. This is really the Ryan Berger that we know and love so far. And unfortunate that they won't go upfield quicker. Really would have been nice had we been able to. Oh, wow, that's a wide open receiver to Eli Wilson, and he's going to take that to the end zone for a touchdown. Another drive for Ryan Berger going well. He's 5 for 5 today. So after getting burnt again for another huge play, it's time for us to take defensive possession again and see if we can get them off the field. Luckily, our offense has been pretty solid so far today, so we've been scoring at a pretty decent clip. Got a couple field goals in there that I wish weren't field goals necessarily. Oh, Jesse, somebody could have probably picked that. Oh, that was close though. 3rd down and 3. They're going to run to the outside, and it's a great tackle from Mike Mayhew to bring up 4th and 1. You really question, when do they start going for it? When do they start going for it on 4th down? But it's not this time. I like the 3 down lineman against our run game. And never mind, I don't. We only get 3. Would really love to see Nate Noel get his points on this. And he has a nice amount of running space. Is he fast enough? I don't know if he's going to be fast enough to get all the yards he wants, but he's going to get a huge gain, and we're up to 260 rushing yards on the night, as it was a perfect time to call the run on the wide outside run play from Nate Noel, and he was able to just get a huge gain on the play. So heading into the fourth quarter, we're up 34-21 after the massive run from Nate Noel. Gotta give that poor man a breather after that play. Gonna have to throw that one out of bounds. Good pressure. Looks like they're really crowding that line. They might be sending some people here. Let's hope they all get stuck on the inside. And they will, and it's a wide open touchdown for Nate Noel. A huge 14-yard score. And that's going to put us up by almost double now. And wow, Western Michigan knocked off number 10 Toledo. How did Toledo get to number 10? I'm not sure. But, oh, okay. We're going to call a little press again here just to kind of see what happens. Going to throw it, and it's dropped. They heard footsteps from Brendan. I feel like I'm only concerned with pressing on plays that there's no running back in the backfield. Gonna basically have a massive amount of people over there on the left side, and they're not going anywhere. That's a 4-yard loss. There basically wasn't anybody fooled by that screen play at all. And they have them pretty well boxed up here. Oh my goodness, don't tell me. I don't know what just happened. I think that was Brendan Harrington out there. He just ran out of bounds. Yeah, it was Brendan Harrington. Look at this. He literally could have intercepted it, and instead he just dives out of bounds. I don't really even know what to say there, Brendan. I mean, it's kind of a terrible thing entirely, but a good hit from Ronald. Definitely not thrilled by that long pass completion that Yarnell had. We definitely don't want to be doing that. And that is going to be a good pickup of 9. I mean, 20 for 26 is insane for Yarnell. He's been having a rather fine day. And we'll see what they do there. And it's going to be a little drop off. Oh, no. Can we please? 14 yards as he breaks 2 tackles. I really hope also in the next game that there's ways to make it harder without making the break tackle settings insane. And, oh my goodness, how did that not get picked? Oh, I'd have to see that replay again. How did that not get intercepted? Where? Oh, he had his hands just in front of Shelton Dennis's. Oh, that's tough. That's super tough. And trucks Shelton Dennis. Whatever wide receiver was out there absolutely folded Shelton Dennis in half. Oh my word, he was the only one that had a shot to bring down the quarterback. Well, that was one of the ugliest drives I've ever seen in our history right there. Oh my god, let's try to forget that. So 1st and 10, we're really trying to just kind of get most of this game down here. Wish he could have at least broke up field for anything. But really the main thing is just we need to get the clock moving, you know, to get this game out of here. You can get on to the postseason. That is our goal. That is going to be a great little throw to Deshaun Davis over the middle for 51 yards. Very nicely thrown ball from Ryan Berger. Threw that right over the corner. Don't know why the coordinator is pretty much only calling for... Oh my goodness, what a dot. He's only throwing pass plays right now as a coordinator. I guess they just wanted to get us that 250 passing yards. We'll let the clock run down a little bit and try to get a run in here, and they just knew where that was going, and there's nothing happening. But Nate Noel does have 111 yards, so that's going to make both of them over 1,000 yards on the year. Interested to see what this is like, and it is just a terrible play. 3rd down now, just trying to run some of this clock out. And, okay, hits the lineman in the face. So we'll just try to take our field goal, and that should pretty much seal it. We're going to expect a pass. We're assuming they're going to be trying to come back here. And that is going to be a good sack. Who got to him there? Looks like Ryan Simmons getting another sack. Trying to just get this crowd into it, pumping up the crowd. See, I'd love to have that little crowd meter on the side. Would be pretty awesome. And that is just going to be good reaction time from Sheldon Dennis, but they still get the pass completion. They're pretty much just going to go no huddle here, so I'm probably just going to be spamming pass commit and seeing what will happen. And they're going to throw it, and it's a good throw, but it's dropped. I'm really hoping the only reason he dropped that pass was because he heard footsteps from Sheldon Dennis. I was just a step slow, or we could have been there for a pick, and that would have been even more satisfying. But they're going to throw it, and Milan Tucker's going to make him drop that pass. Perfect job. But we'll see what happens on third down. And that is going to be a complete catch for 10, but it's not enough for the first. So we're going to pass commit, 4th and inches. Imagine they're going to do something here, and they're going to break a sack. Throws the pass, and it's a completion for a first down. Oh, my goodness, what an excellent job from Nate Yarnell to break 2 tackles. Could have ran with it, so I bit down on the run, and then they just threw it right in our face. And that is just another great pitch and catch. Don't know half the time where the actual defender is who's supposed to be covering that guy. Because a lot of times I feel like he's not there. He's not even on the field, I feel like. Especially like if I pass commit, I really should not have to worry about I'm not have to worry about you falling for some play action fake or something. That is just going to be another throw out of bounds. I mean, their offense is so tired, they're having backups in now at this point, which is kind of crazy. That is just a little throw over the middle for a few yards, and it's 4th and 7. Our defense is super gassed now as well, as they're just running all over the place. Gonna pass commit again, expecting that this is for sure going to be some sort of pass. They're going to throw it to the sideline, and it's going to be a completion. And it's a first down. Shea destroys us again. So backups are coming in now for us as well. Gonna pass commit again. Can we hold him out at the last second now? Gonna be a sack from Steven Passagiata. He got another one. 2 weeks in a row getting a sack on second team defense. Excellent job for Steven there. Can we hold him out? We are so close. Gonna drop it off to the running back. He has been used like 50 times today. See, another reason that new game's going to be fantastic. To not have to worry about that every single time. They get 1-star player and they use him a billion times. And that is going to be a good throw, but he just missed it. It was a good idea. The in route definitely won. I'm going to make him stay a little bit short on this one. And I don't know what that call was, but they tried to run a draw on 4th and 6. For some reason, he ran straight left. So here on senior day, we should be able to just basically run this thing out, which is going to be fantastic as Nate Noel is going to fall forward for a nice gain. And so that is going to end it as we win 44-28 over Pitt in senior day for the final game here at home that's not in the playoffs. And it was a decently solid day for us. Unfortunately, Matt Smith got kind of hurt with that bruised sternum and had to sit out. But it did give Ryan Berger a little bit of a chance to come out and play some in the game. Somehow Matt Smith still got player of the game and he only played for like a quarter and a half. But yeah, overall, I mean, some of the seniors got to have some nice plays. And it was kind of rewarding for them, for their homecoming friends and family who were in the stands. But overall, I mean, that solidified our 12-0 perfect season through the regular part, and we'll see who we play in the ACC Conference Championship. I think it's going to be Syracuse, but we'll have to see what it is. So yeah, Ryan Berger, 9 for 11 for 148 and 2 touchdowns. Matt Smith, 11 for 16 for 111 yards and a touchdown. No picks on the day for us, which was fantastic. Nate Noel at 120 yards rushing and a touchdown, and Matt Smith at 117 and a touchdown. So super even between those two guys. But look at this yards average. Just killing it on the ground for pretty much everybody. Receiving yards, Deshaun Davis balled out for us. 4 catches for 87. Caden Robinson got us 46. And Dalton and Christian both had 30. Sheldon Dennis again led us in tackles. TFL's Karen White surprisingly had the most. 2 sacks. Steven Passagiata and Ryan Simmons both had 1. And a nice deflection from Brendan Harrington. So guys, after advancing from beating Pitt, we are now number 2 in the nation under Ohio State. Looking at some of the top 25 here to see who would make it if the season ended today, which it pretty much does at this point. It's just week 15 in the conference playoffs. Looks like we're going to have Georgia, Penn State, Utah, Florida, Memphis, Notre Dame, Purdue, UCLA, Northern Illinois, and Oklahoma State rounding out our top 12 for in the playoff. Other than that, we have some people here on the fringe spots that, depending on if they win a conference championship, they might be able to make it in. And so just in the nick of time, we got a couple more commits. James Williams, that JUCO linebacker, and also Jared Connor. And it looks like, boys, we're playing Florida State, which is interesting because we haven't played them this year. So this is going to be a good test to see how good we are for this postseason. I guess, guys, I was actually mistaken. James Williams is not the JUCO linebacker. He's actually a legit just 3-star linebacker. He's actually a gem for a 3-star, which is pretty nice. But no, the JUCO linebacker is actually, his name is Michael Palmer. He's the 80 overall. So hopefully we'll get him as well, since we're in a pretty good lead with him. DeAndre Dingleprince has had a questionable or probable injury for the last 3 weeks in a row now. But I am super pumped. This is a conference championship matchup to play again against Florida State and just show them what we are made of, as we are on a massive win streak. We're trying to continue. We're up to number 2 in the country, trying to continue our perfect season and see if we can pull it off. We have not had an undefeated season so far with this team. And it looks like we're at a neutral site game, actually, for this conference championship. So it's going to take that home crowd out of it. And wow, guys, at the bottom of the screen, I just saw number 7 Memphis got upset by unranked East Carolina. So there goes their playoff picture. I mean, that's rough to make it this far. Wearing our all blackout jerseys in this game to show them what we are made of. Nate Noel getting some good love here early on. But playing against Jared Verse and Patrick Payton is kind of a rough scenario in general for anybody. Vince Daniel has a fantastic move. He is very quick as well, and he's not quite fast enough to take it to the house, but 48 yards on the back juke. That was excellent from the true freshman. See, whenever he catches the ball in space, he has the moves to make things happen. He just has such a bad time catching the ball. But, I mean, his elusiveness was electric on that play. Now we have an immediate setup play then to make everybody think that what we're doing is the same thing we were doing before. And it's going to be dropped. Deshaun Davis drops it after the hit, but that would have been huge. All right, we got to calm everybody down here. Let's set the tone. Let's get this triple option game going. Get a nice looking move. No way. Oh, did we get it back? Oh my goodness, come on, Matt. Oh my goodness, we can't do that, guys. Don't want to mess around with a team like this. Gonna have a good throw. Deshaun Davis is gonna take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Huge job from Matt Smith to recognize that the coverage was breaking down on the left side of the field, and he was able to stop and hit him in stride with a great throw. Oh, I thought for sure Vince Daniel was going to mess that up. Yeah, like I said, East Carolina just knocked off number 7 Memphis. So they have a little 2 running back, 2 tight end set. Let's see what they're going to do here. Have quite a bit of players going to that side. And they're going to take a great angle with the QB, and I think he's going to take it. Wow, Ryan Simmons making the tackle 40 yards downfield. That is some hustle from the big man. But, geez, that is a great run to start off on the triple option. I don't blame them going right back to it afterward. I mean, they're straight up right there again, and that's going to be a great play from Ryan Simmons to just get immediately through the line. 2nd down and 7. Are they going to run again? They're not actually going to run this time. They're just going to run with the quarterback, and he gets hit hard, too. Tate Rodemaker just got leveled from somebody. Was that Brendan Harrington? I think so. 3rd down and 6. They have a quick slant, and he gets absolutely sandwiched from 3 App State defenders and holds on. Deuce Spann with a great catch. It was really their first complete pass in this game, and they are going to run the ball, and Shelton Dennis is going to try to get a hit, but he can't. He's getting up slow, though. That's a lot of abuse he's been going through early in this game. I think we're going to have to put a spy, which is kind of unfortunate. And going to somewhat expect a run here. Oh my goodness, wide open running up the middle. Literally nobody there to even try to put a hand on him. Look at the space. Oh my gosh. Really crowding that line again. Gonna see if we can get anything, get 2. Really don't want to shy away from the triple option just because of the fumble early on. And gonna be a good run, just only 3 yards. I really feel like he fell for further though. That's why I said good run, because I really thought he fell forward for like 6 or something. But 3rd down and 5. And can't do much, just going to have to go out of bounds for nothing and want to punt. Hit a good zone setup. I wasn't going to be fully confident we were going to be able to do much of anything with that. And so their quarterback's going to take a shot, and he's going to lose 3. A big hit from Alon Tucker. Just look at the hit he lays on the quarterback there. I mean, this guy's taking some hits today. I mean, that's what you want to see, too, from our defense. And that is fantastic. Look at all those guys getting off the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Making a play. Mike Mayhew in the backfield. We'll do a little pass commit here on 3rd down. Going to be some sort of fake. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was so close. He tried to do a one-handed catch. That was probably a touchdown. They are really pressing these corners here. And not really much, though. No gain at all. Maybe we just got to try some little shorter routes, I guess. As that's probably the only thing we can do. And Matt Smith is going to get a nice 10 yards and go out of bounds. Looks like they might be sending some people here. We'll hit him with a quick play to Christian Horn. Gets a nice little cut move and gets 14. Trying to see if we can give Matt Smith a little break for a bit. And Nate Noel is going to get a gain of 3. 2nd down now. Oh, we had him too. We had Deshaun Davis. I just wasn't expecting him to come off that break so easily. Just trying to be a little bit too cautious with the ball, I think, here. Especially whenever we're trying to... Oh, that was kind of a dirty hit. I think he injured Dalton Stroman. I knew right as soon as that hit started. That's not good. Yeah, Dalton Stroman's down. This play's been working pretty good for our tight end. And, just a 2-yard loss. We should have thrown that away. We knew Matt Smith was starting off slow. So Dalton Stroman has a broken finger, but it says that he will return soon, which is good news. Unfortunate that he broke his finger, though. Gonna have a good throw to Dennis, and Shelton Dennis gets 14 yards. Great play for him. So Dalton Stroman is gonna be back in the game now officially, and Nate Noel is gonna fight forward down to the 1. Try a little fake PA jet run up the middle, and we get in. Good play call, and Nate Noel puts us back up. So Florida State's going to have to put some points up on the board to stay in this game. They're going to run around and get sacked. Another sack from Mike Mayhew as he's making a big difference so far in this game. DeAndre Dingle Prince is officially back in this game. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but he is back in this game, which is nice to see him back in the lineup. Karen White did play really well in his spot, though. So it is 14-7 us, with Florida State threatening to see if they can tie this game. So 3rd and manageable. We'll see what they do. Looks like it is some sort of screen play, and it is not going to be good for us as they pick up 10. Was not expecting that. I didn't even see that. And they are going to run the ball and break multiple tackles. Jeez, they somehow get 10 out of that. How do they get 10 out of that? Really want someone to tell me how. Like, look how many guys are down here in the box. That you break this many tackles and still gain 4 out of that? And he is down. So I was going to say, I mean, we're putting some punishment on these guys. I mean, we really shouldn't be able to have this many guys down in the box on every oh my lord. There's literally no shot. He makes his tackle. Wow, Ronald Clark is insane, man. 3-on-1. He actually was able to turn around and make that tackle. We're just going to press and send everybody, I think. That's going to be worth it, as it's a huge TFL. Great job from Donovan Spellman. So 2nd and 14. Might be some sort of a run then. And that's going to be fantastic. Ryan Simmons is going to get a TFL, and it's 3rd and 17 already. It's really not often you see the shovel option come out here in defense, but they tried it. And they're going to just run around and fumble the football. Another big hit. I think they injured the quarterback. I think he's been taking enough punishment that the sack from Deshaun McKnight was enough to force the fumble, and down goes the quarterback. So it's 4th and 23, a very long field goal attempt. We'll see what they do, as it is straight up and through the middle. 5 weeks for the running back. It's a big injury for him. We'll see what the quarterback's injury is too, as we're going to be able to run out of the end zone and get nothing there. So the quarterback will be back soon, just some back spasms, and he's going to be coming back into the game very soon. Oh, we had a wide open receiver if he was able to not get that swatted at the line. I feel like we really got to go back to running on first down. That is going to be a good run. Good run from Nate Noel for 6. 3rd down and 4. Going to throw a quick pass to Caden Robinson. Gets a good catch for 13 yards, and Caden Robinson's injured as well. Literally every single person on our team is just getting injured every single week at this point. It's rough. So we'll try a little fake play here just to run it off with Noel, and he gets a nice 3-yard gain. And Caden will be back soon. He also has back spasms. Everybody just having back spasms today. We're just going to have to throw that one away, as that is some serious heat Matt Smith was under. So 3rd and 7. See what happens. Oh, it was a wide open Christian Horn, and we couldn't get it off. Super unlucky. There's no pass protection. So we'll go back to the same thing that we've been doing. Just spread everybody on the box. And he is going to fumble the football. I haven't seen that fumble animation before, and that's a 6-yard loss and a forced fumble again. They're going to booth review it. I don't think it was actually a fumble. I think he just kind of slammed him down, and for some reason they assumed it was a fumble. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because they got the ball back. Play was reversed, so it won't technically count as a fumble. 2nd and 14 now, as we'll kind of be stuck on the line, and that's not really what we want. But another big hit on the quarterback. He's going to gain 17 on the run, though. So we'll try to stay in this more or less formation. Oh, my goodness. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Oh, my goodness. I don't know why Matt is all the way down, or Mike Mayhew's all the way downfield. But our tackling is terrible. You never know. You cannot predict whatsoever which direction the QB is going whenever they're running in that weird, like, jittery run animation. Nothing is realistic. He could go left, he could go right, he could stop moving, he could run straight, he could run backward. Normally you're used to them just, running to what makes sense, but that is not the case in this game very consistently. Almost intercepted from from Milan Tucker. And especially on these sliders where their runability is just jacked, it is not ideal. And that is going to... Oh, my goodness. He makes the broken tackle to get the first. So 1st and 10. Expecting some sort of run again here with the QB. He's going to pitch it off to the running back or wide receiver, whoever that is, and he won't get anything. So they're going to drop back to pass. And Jesse Billings is going to allow a catch right in front of his face. It's a 17-yard gain. Their quarterback is injured again, and it's a 1-quarter injury this time. So no longer just for no time at all. They're going to expect some sort of run up the middle, and it's perfect. Even did a run commit up the middle, but it didn't look like any of our guys even knew what I said. All right, well, we'll see what we can do on the next possession this time. And really just not much there, but he'll get a good block and we'll be able to run for 15. I wanted to throw that over to Dalton Stroman, but I didn't want it to get undercut. We'll see what happens. Last time they had a big weakness on this play. And, oh, that is not what you want to do. We tried to do some sort of juke move there, but he was not fooled at all. Probably should have just saved our quarterback the hit, but we did not. And Eli's going to get the first. That's a good pitch and catch. Eli Wilson kind of has a hot take. He's been the best tight end so far in our franchise history as well. And we're just... Oh, my goodness, Amani. We literally need 10 yards to be in field goal range. That is all we need right now. It's 10 yards. Don't do it! Oh my goodness, wide open. We need to complete that. That's tough to see when you overthrow a wide open receiver like that. Oh, we're just going to have to throw that away. Everyone was covered. That is just such a disappointing end to that drive, as we really, really needed to get points on that drive. We cannot go into the half being down, especially if they're going to get the ball first. I don't remember who got it first, to be honest. We'll have to see. But I'm hoping we can kind of get to this younger quarterback, since he's not the starter, in hopes that there's going to be a turnover or something. But so far, he's seeming pretty good. Gonna expect a pass. We'll see what happens. And oh no, you don't tell me, Ethan, you don't try to pick that. Ethan, you're really letting me down there, man. That was a complete, he threw that and almost bounced through your face. Oh, and that's a big sack from Mike Mayhew. That is a massive sack from Mike. Massive sack from Mike Mayhew. 33 seconds left. Gonna throw it, and it's dropped incomplete. Expecting a pass. 3rd down and long. Going to throw it. It's intercepted. Ethan Johnson got the pick on the young quarterback, A.J. Duffy. And that has a chance to get us points. We need 15 yards. Going to have a great throw to Vince Daniel, and he's going to get there. We're going to call timeout. See if we can do the same thing we tried to do last time, but hopefully this time he actually hits him in stride, and he will. And Dalton Stroman's going to be down to about the 10-yard line as we call a second timeout. So we got 11 seconds to see what we can do. Just going to see if we can run the ball with Matt Smith. He'll run out of bounds, and it's 2nd and 2. It's unfortunate, but I feel like we just have to take our short points here. We don't want to mess up, and we're just going to take the points to tie it. We didn't want to accidentally run out of time when we have the tie in our possession. So all tied up at 17 apiece going into the half, as this is a tight one. So yeah, I think it was the right decision there to just take the field goal, because they do get the ball first to start. So we'll see what they do, as they are just going to throw that one out of bounds again, as we had some pretty tight coverage. So their run game has been what the difference maker has been so far, and that's a big hit on Treshaun Ward. We're trying to just pretty much have everybody immediately come in there to get the block, and another leveling hit on Treshaun Ward. But quite frankly, we cannot stop their running game, as it has been fantastic. As Rodemaker is going to get another play, and Treshaun Ward gets 3 hit sticks in a row. This man better be out of the game. 2nd and 7, they're going to run the ball again to another player, and he takes a decent hit, and it's a 4-yard gain again. Haven't really had to fight a team who has been pretty much consistently running the ball no matter what, and just so many yards for free. I can't do man, I can't do zone, I can't blitz, I don't know what to do to stop them. We've tried run commits. They also have not been the answer. Going to have a wide open space for the quarterback to get another 9 yards. This one's about just as well maximum zones possible, I think, on the field right now. And just how do you have so much room? Only other option I see here is just, can we hit him with a straight up just blitz? Another huge hit on the quarterback. Oh my goodness. Calling this play, we have to pretty much hope it's a run. And it is a run, luckily. But they will break a tackle, but we will get them for only a gain of 1. So having the corner blitz at least gets somebody out wide enough to be able to have a chance to do something. And should be something. And we're just going to... Oh, we're stuck in a no man's land there. It's either sit there and let the quarterback run in, or run after the quarterback and let him throw it in. So that's unfortunate. We have a yellow zone. So that's not technically my responsibility either. So another important drive for Matt Smith. Can we continue to get some good plays? And Nate Noel is going to get a nice 9-yard carry. Just hitting him with some of these read options in a row has been nice, as Nate Noel is going to get another huge carry, and he's got another like 20 yards on that one. Try a little jet touch pass here to Christian Horn, and he just gets stood up. Pretty much all the calls have been run plays at this point, and that is going to be a good run up the middle for 7 for Matt. Haven't done a little triple option in a while. We'll see what happens on it. And that is going to be a good pitch play. Caden is going to truck somebody and then get trucked, but we get 10. First down now. Just going to dump that one off. Noel is going to get a nice little stiff arm gain of 5. Second down now. See what we got. Oh, no. Don't like what he was trying to do there with the 360, whatever that was. Let's never do that again. We just want to convert. That's it. That's all we want to do. Apparently this is a setup play for us. We'll see what it looks like. But Vince Daniel's going to get a nice little 7-yard gain. This has been one of our better plays for us over the course of the season. And that is going to be perfect. Matt Smith's going to run that in for 12 yards, and we are back to a tie game. And wow, Iowa and number 1 Ohio State is a close game here at half. So we'll see what they do again, as it's going to be a run. And oh my, we even have, I don't know how many personnel we need to have out there. But geez, 8 yards brings so many guys up from the box. We try to see what we can do. And that is, it should work out in our favor to have so many guys down there, but they still get 5. I just know this cornerback play is going to come back to bite us one of these times if they pass it. And they're going to run it. And that's a good tackle from Jesse Billings from behind for 3. 15 rushes for 133 yards for the quarterback. That is absolutely ridiculous. They are going to throw it. And it is a perfect pass right through the heart of the defense. Honestly, we just got to hope they make a mistake. That's all we can hope for at this point. We just got to hope something happens for a mistake. And that is a great tackle for loss for a 3-yard loss. And Karen White is going to be there. Not enough for it. And they're going to break a tackle and get the first. 14 yards. So 1st and 10. Going to expect something. That's perfect. That is exactly what we want. Good job, Donovan Spellman. I would not be taunting him right now. They go, not opposed to a corner blitz if they do run it. And that will be fine. They get 7, though. So it is all tied up 24 apiece heading into the 4th quarter. So 3rd down and 7. Gonna throw it. It's a great play. Oh, my Lord. I literally can't turn into anybody. 23 yards. On a pass play. They finally threw a pass. Their 10th pass of the game. It's in the 4th quarter. They have been basically just demoralizing us as a team with all these run plays. And another TFL. They have 246 rushing yards. I really don't know what the move is to be able to counteract these guys. Their run game is so good. 3rd and goal. They're going to run with it, and it's going to be a stand-up. Oh, my goodness. Sheldon Dennis made a huge play. I'm going safe, man. I don't even care. I just want them to do the field goal. That is all we want. It is up and it is good, but I don't even care. That is fine with me as long as it's not a touchdown. But Iowa looks like they're starting to pull away. It's been a hot minute since we've had this close of a game, and they've had 57. Oh, God, Matt Smith got murdered. But, yeah, they had 57 snaps on offense so far. I don't know what that play was, but I definitely don't like it. See what this is here. Going to probably just run with it with Matt Smith, and we'll just get... Oh, it's 3rd and inches. That's kind of a letdown. I don't like how many people are on the defensive line for them right now, but we'll get the first. Okay, perfect. We kind of can milk the clock. We have a lot of different things that we can do. We just have to make sure that we do score. That's literally the only thing that we have to do is score on this drive. I don't like the amount of only read option plays that our offensive coordinator is giving us currently. So I'd like to be a little bit more versatile than that. But can we not have perfect coverage? That'd be ideal. 3rd down and 8. Going to run the ball with Matt Smith, and he'll get out of bounds for 10 yards, but he is gassed. If anyone needs a break right now, it's absolutely Matt Smith. Good pass. Nate Noel, my guy, you can't, not in this situation. This was such a big drop from Nate Noel. Let's hope that does not come back to bite us. It's a good pass to Eli Wilson, who's going to hold on for 14 and a first. Down to under 5 minutes left in this game. Going to be running with it, and Nate Noel gets a nice 7. Don't know if I want to be milking the clock here. I guess I kind of want to be at this point, because worst case scenario, we can just kick a field goal and send it to overtime. I definitely don't want to take this one to overtime, is because they've been playing really well today. And yeah, I don't want to continue this one as long as it already has. And that's going to be an excellent play on defense. We're going to lose 3. So 3rd down and 6. Important drive for us. Going to jump it off, and Dalton Stroman's going to get a few yards, but it's not enough, and it's going to be 4th down. So we'll take the 46-yard field goal and drain it right down the middle, and it's tied. Yeah, Iowa is just kind of starting to run away with this one now in the 4th quarter. They're up 20-7. So we absolutely left them way too much time left on the clock. The problem is we kind of left them enough time to run the whole thing out and score. So we might have made the wrong decision to milk a minute and a half off. 42 pass plays. That's absurd. 2nd down and 4. Immediately gets off of it. Oh my word. He pulls through 3 linebackers to get the first. DeAndre Dingle Prince made a fantastic effort to get off the snap and get right into the face of the ball carrier. But it just was not enough. There wasn't anything they were going to do. Great play from Shelton Dennis. This is heart-stopping gameplay right now as we are down into about a 2-minute spot, and DeAndre Dingle Prince is going to get a great dive tackle. All we want is them to throw the ball. I mean, I don't want to say that and then them immediately dominate us for a huge play, but that's how we've been winning so far, and that is good. Out of bounds. So this is a big possession. Nate Noel is going to fall forward for a good 5, and the clock will start running. We're fine with the clock running to some degree. We don't want the clock to completely run out. That's a wide open receiver. Eli Wilson's going to have a huge gain, and he's knocked out of bounds after 40. Nobody was covering Eli Wilson. They left him completely wide open, and that was massive. We are turning on safe running, and we are just going to run this thing. We're going to try to run the ball up the middle, get a few yards there. If we end up running and having a great play on a run, that'd be great. But worst case scenario, we run this down to no time left to kick a field goal. We just want to basically make sure that this is the last possession of the game, period, no matter what. And then they're going to call a timeout to ice the kicker. Not sure how much we like that, but the kick is up, and it looks like it might miss. It just barely makes it. Just inches through, barely. As Michael Hughes is gonna clutch this game by about a foot. Michael Hughes coming in so big for us. Just gonna basically squib this kick so that nothing can happen, and that is gonna end it as App State is gonna come away with that win. That is a massive play. Michael Hughes is the man out there right now. I cannot even believe it. That was such a great ESPN Classic game as our defense came up so clutch on that possession there in the 4th quarter to be able to get a 3 and out whenever we hadn't really stopped them at all in the entire game. I mean, the ability to be able to pull that one out was amazing for the character of this team heading into the postseason, as that was one of the closest and one of the best games we've played in a long time. So we get to take home the ACC Football Champion Trophy the first time, because if you guys remember last season, we didn't even play in the ACC Championship game because we were the 3rd best team in the ACC and barely squeaked into the playoffs. So this was our first true time to be able to bring home that trophy for App State. So we did it. We actually hit our goal in becoming the ACC champion. Matt Smith ended up being 15 for 25 for 247 and a touchdown. No interceptions. Very consistent for him. He only had 60% completion, but he did what he needed to do to be able to wield us to that victory. Nate Noel had a great game, having his 73 yards rushing and a touchdown. Matt Smith having 66 and a touchdown. And then through the air, Vince Daniel came up clutch. That 48-yard catch on the first play of the game to put us in a position to be able to get some points early was huge. Eli Wilson was the man, the myth, and the legend on that last drive, hitting a 40-yard catch, completely wide open. I don't even know who was covering him, but it was absolutely fantastic. Dalton Stroman also being just Mr. Consistent there with his 4 catches. Defensively, Shelton Dennis, as you guessed it, led our team in tackles, had a handful of TFLs. They ran the ball down our throats today. But we did get a couple sacks. They only threw the ball a handful of times. So to get 3 sacks in that limited amount of passing situations and a pick, that's, we're very happy with our pass defense, but our run defense was getting destroyed. Guys, welcome your new Heisman winner, the true freshman Matt Smith, as he was pretty dominant this season, having 3,000 yards, passing 1,100 on the ground and 41 touchdowns. Just a killer season for him, and he won by a pretty decent margin over Trevor Etienne. Matt Smith also has won the Robert Maxwell Award. He also won the Walter Camp Award. Shelton Dennis wins the Chuck Bednarik Award. Deshaun McKnight wins the Bronco Nagurski Award. Deshaun McKnight also wins the Vince Lombardi Award. Brendan Harrington wins the Dick Butkus Award. Shelton Dennis won the Jim Thorpe Award. Michael Hughes wins the Lou Groza for the 2nd time. Ryan Johnson wins the Ray Guy Award. Deshaun Davis wins his 3rd straight Jet. And Squire Boone the 11th wins the Coach of the Year in this 3rd season of our Dynasty. And boys, just like that, we're the #1 school in the country. Well, we'll kind of get a sneak peek at the top 12 teams for the college football playoff. Us at number 1, Georgia at 2, Penn State is 3, Florida is 4, Utah at 5. That's an interesting one. They're 99s and everything. That's kind of crazy. Ohio State at 6, Notre Dame 7, UCLA 8, Purdue is 9, also an interesting one. Miami of Ohio, also interesting, at 10, Toledo at 11, and Washington at 12. Wow, Washington at the 12 seed is going to be a scary knockoff team for somebody. But so in the next episode, we'll see you for the college football playoffs. Let me know who you think is going to get the title this year. But until then, why don't you check out one of these videos?